Officially, game four in the books, and the Wolves beat the Warriors by 7 points, 117 to 110. How it happened? Pretty much the way we've been expecting it to, and it's been like this games two, three, and now four, in which the Wolves have ripped off 3 games consecutively versus the Warriors. The Warriors just continue to struggle offensively in those key moments to keep up with the Minnesota Timberwolves. All right, looking at some of the important components of this game. In terms of shooting, the Warriors shot better. They shot better from field goal. They shot better from three. They shot better in terms of the free throws. The glass was actually won by the Warriors in terms of like the offensive glass, gives them extra possessions. But overall, I think it was a push, 38 rebounds apiece. In terms of turnovers, the Wolves actually had more, which I think is what gave the Warriors a chance. In fact, I think if I remember correctly, the Wolves were trailing by 2 points going into the second half. Golden State with the slight edge. But then in the third quarter, the Golden State Warriors can only score 17 points. How are you going to win a playoff game in round two, this deep into the playoffs, only scoring 17 and a quarter? And this has happened throughout this series. Once Steph went out in game one, the offense was going to be a problem. And man, I'm pretty sure the lead ballooned to like 20 plus points at some point in the third quarter. And then at that point, it's just so hard to come back. Without Steph, it's basically Jimmy Butler. You don't have any consistent offensive threat from the Warriors outside of Jonathan Kuminga. That's really it. And Jimmy didn't really have a great game anyways. He scored 14 points. He only took 9 shots. He was 4 or 5 from free throw. He had 6 rebounds, 3 offensive. Not a bad game, but just not able to really impact the game offensively like they needed him to. And who knows what his mindset is at this point without Stephen being down 3-1. You essentially know that you're going to be eliminated, whether it's game 5 or 6, whatever. Draymond Green, 14 points, 7 rebounds. He had 2 assists. I don't know about Draymond Green being able to impact the series so much. Hasn't really happened, but he healed 13. Pods got you 11. Really been a bad series for Pods. He shot 3 of 14 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3. Off the bench, it was just Kuminga, 11 of 12 in his free throws. But that's really it. And they emptied the bench. They played everybody. Everybody got some minutes. And for the Wolves, I think it's the usual suspects. The emergence of playoff Julius Randle, 31 points, 11 of 21 shooting, 4 of 8 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. He's just all over the place. Give you 5 boards, 3 assists, a steal, and a block. Jaden McDaniels, a pretty good game, 10 points in his starting. Conley Jr., 11 points. Anthony Edwards, 30 on 6 of 11 from 3. So now you finally get like an Ant-Man game. And look, you get a win. Mikhail Alexander-Walker off the bench, 13 points in 17 minutes of action. Just the way I look at it, and you guys know, if you've been watching my videos, it was going to come down to the fact that the Warriors just couldn't do enough offensively. Even though defensively throughout the series they've been pretty good, they just haven't had the firepower offensively to keep up with the healthy Timberwolves. And we haven't really seen huge blow-up games from the Timberwolves. This one's pretty good, where Randall and Anthony Edwards are both on, knocking down threes and scoring at a high clip. And that's just what it boiled down to. The Warriors, out of necessity, are playing Kuminga heavy minutes. And he's giving them a little something, but there's nothing really there to keep up with the Wolves. It's just too much. My expectation is actually that the Wolves win Game 5. I expect them to close it out at home. And then, they'll move on to the next round. We'll see what happens with the Thunder and the Nuggets. Out east, kind of looks like it's going to be New York. And it looks like it's going to be the Pacers. So things are kind of shaping up here in this second round of the playoffs. But tell me what you guys thought of the game, and tell me what you think was the key to the game. Do you think the Warriors can find a way to win this next Game 5 and stay alive in the series? And, who knows, maybe we start getting talks of Steph trying to come back and all this. I doubt it, seriously. And I don't really think the Warriors have a chance. They've lost 3 games in a row the same way every time. And I just don't think they really have a chance at this point. But what do you say? Let me know. Drop me some comments. Like, share, and subscribe. Check out some more videos from us. We'll see you guys on the next one.